Hello, folks. It's been a couple of months. It's been a couple of months since I've been out. To be honest with you, I have been pretty sick. And when you're stuck at home, you're kind of mentally drained as well. But today was kind of the day that I broke out of that rut that I was in. It was starting to affect me mentally. I didn't like it. Got to go out. What happened was my plan was to go to Greencastle Castle in County Donegal on the Inishowen Peninsula. And if anybody knows anything about the Inishowen Peninsula, absolutely beautiful coastline. Now, when I arrived at the location, both it and the fort beside it, is under reconstruction. It's been turned into something. Not only that, the castle itself has been fenced off. The yellow house that I investigated that was right across the road, it's fenced off as well. So things were not going very well. So I decided, we'll just go to the beach, and getting out. It's the first time out in a long time. Went down to the beach, and it's evening time. People are going for walks and stuff like that. Very hard to get an investigation done. You don't often hear people of people going to beaches and that. But I decided I'd give this a whack. Now, I did have a REM pod with me. I didn't bother using that. What I basically wanted to do was show you the beautiful countryside and do a few spirit box sessions to see what will come up, And these spirit boxes that I'm using, not very, very high pitch static, just comfortable enough to listen to. It's smooth static that's in between it. What I'm doing now is I'm actually going through the footage, and I got as far as the introduction. I say hello to you guys and all the rest of it. I turn on the spirit box, and the first question I come up, something strange comes up on this spirit box straight away. So I haven't even gone further than this. What it sounds like it's saying is, "Hey man, yeah man," or "Yeah man." I asked the question, is there anyone here to talk to us today or tonight or something to that effect? Next thing, "Yeah man." Then next thing, "I'm shot." Now I played it over and over again, and I says it's bound to have said "I'm shocked." But I played it and played it and played it, and all I can hear is "I am shot." So I'm going to play that little clip. I'll put the other video out later on when I go through the whole lot of it. But it's pretty interesting, because when something like that comes out, you try to think of scenarios on a radio station where something like that would be said, and I'm finding it very, very difficult. But anyway, I'm going to play that clip.
Is there any birds here tonight? On this beach? That wants to speak to us?
Yeah, man.
What was that? Is there any birds here tonight? On this beach? That wants to speak to us?
Yeah, man.
What was that? Is there any birds here tonight? On this beach? That wants to speak to us?
Yeah, man.
After slowing it down and replaying that little piece at the end, "I'm shot," I thought I was going to hear I'm shocked. But I can still hear it coming through. I'm shot. And, you know, it is so clear. And when you think about it, where would you get something like that come up on the radio? I'm going to play that little end bit again.
Is there any spirits here tonight? On this beach? That wants to speak to us?
Get man.
The great thing about this is as far as I got in the video. This is as far as I got in the editing of the video. So God knows what else could have come up. Maybe we didn't get anything else, but you know, I won't know until I go through it. It's going to be a bit of a surprise, but it just goes to show you that you don't have to go to these renowned haunted locations or well-known famous locations to do spirit box sessions. And I just picked that unusual location to do my spirit box sessions. You know, a beach. You know, I would like to do a spirit box session in a scrapyard or some other unusual places, but you know, that was pretty unusual, to be honest with you. I'm going to leave you with a small little glimpse of what the full video is about, and show you a bit of the scenery at the end here, and I will see you in the next one, folks.
We've had a lot of rain. I have been very sick, but the minute I felt a little bit better, I wanted to get out and enjoy what I have around me, around this coastline. It's absolutely fantastic, folks. Miles. Oh, what the... Do you mind me speaking with you tonight?
You completely...
I'll have to come up off the sound of the water.
That location is 3 miles from Greencastle, and from that location right into Greencastle village there's actually 4 that I know of, 4 different little beaches. So it's a beautiful piece of coastal area called the Inishowen Peninsula. Absolutely beautiful, and on a clear day you can see across at McGavry Prison. I think I'd done a video before around McGavry, unless I done it for Facebook, but I will go to McGavry. It's very unusual. It's very unusual where you drive through a village and all of a sudden you come to a big gate and it's the end of the road. You're coming right out to the edge of the coast, and then there's nothing. And it's a prison and a military camp down there. And as you're driving into the village, there's all these security cameras and big... It's like Area 51 in Donegal kind of thing. Very, very unusual. But there's a nice tower down there and a nice beach and stuff like that. Very historical tower. And you can actually see that from Greencastle Harbour itself, you know. And you can see it from Greencastle Castle. But it's one of my places I like to go when you know, along that area. It's one of those places I like to go when I need to step out of a rut or a routine and that, and just get my bearings and stuff and clear my mind. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. And, you know, we've had such bad weather. We've had rain, we've had wind and everything. Actually supposed to have frost tonight. And when I knew that forecast came up, it meant it wasn't going to be windy. So, you know, I did have weathered microphones just in case. And I didn't even bother plugging them in. And I didn't have any wind issues, even on the coast. So, You know, we're in for a very cold night, but it's a lot better than the wind and the rain, you know. So, you know, it got me out, it got me started. I just noticed, you know, through the video, there was the footage wasn't as steady as in my newer camera that I normally use, and that I'm just sort of getting used to it and getting used to the weight and stuff. And maybe the stability on it isn't as good as the other camera. I don't know. But that was my first time actually testing that camera. I did notice too that the lens, you need to zoom out slightly and to get that corner of the lens out and that. So I must remember that in future and that. But you know, that's as I put my hand on my heart. I'm going through this video and that's as far as I've got. I only got to the start of the Spirit Box session. So God knows what other unusual stuff comes through on that, you know. So, you know, I'm looking forward to reviewing this and seeing what happens, you know. But certainly, you know, I didn't have to put a subtitle in there to say, you know, what it was and that. You can make up your own mind. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it sounds very much like, yeah, man, and then I'm shot. You know, I try to listen so hard to the end of it because I'm shot and I'm shocked can sound pretty similar in that. But it was, the audio was so clear and I can't hear it any other way than that I'm shot. You know, I'm not massive big into history, but there is a lot of history around the fort area itself, which is about 2.5 miles down the road. A lot of history around the fort, a lot of history around the castle and that. So, you know, does it tie into history? I don't know. And will anything else come up in the Spirit Box that ties in with any of this? I don't know. We'll wait and see. Now I've gone 4 minutes. That means I've gone over my 10 minutes, which means ad revenue. Do you know? I wanted to stretch this video out for over 10 minutes, like, you know. Time is money, folks. Time is money. Only joking. But anyway, I'm going to go, folks, and I will get that other video out as soon as possible. You know, it looks like I'm sort of recovering a bit and getting out and giving you some visual content. You know, it's nice to be able to be in a studio and talk to you guys. I don't do enough studio live chats and that. Still only getting into that. But, you know, the best viewing is something you can see. And getting out, there's lots of places to see. Hopefully this year, some new places to go to. I have a couple of places on my mind at the moment, you know. So I'm going to go, folks, and I'll see you in the next one, and thank you very much for watching.